Yoka Elementary Schools present Louise the Big Cheese in the class production of Cinderella, and she's probably going to Broadway soon. Louise the Big Cheese by Elise Primavera. Louise Cheese was a small girl. She shared a room with her dog, Pee-wee. They shared a small bed near a window. She wished she had a room like her big sister, Penelope, with a big mirror where she could look at herself and create hairdos and a dressing table with tubes of lipsticks with names like Ballet Slipper Pink, Ruby Mount, and Divine Diva. What's Divine Diva? It's a big star. Oh, you mean like when I walk down the red carpet to get my boss go, I think you mean Oscar. Because she was so little, Louise was not allowed in Penelope's room. Ever. Louise wished she could do her hair like Penelope's. She wished she had Divine Diva lipstick. She wished she could walk right out of her little room, down the red carpet, and become a big star. Dream big. That's my motto. I've heard that it's not so easy to be a big star, Louise's best friend Fern told her when she heard of Louise's plan. And so at school, when Louise's teacher, Mrs. Little, announced this year's school play would be Cinderella. This was her chance to be a big star, a divine diva. She could see herself now, signing autographs, blowing kisses, being tossed bouquets of roses, and maybe there'd be a big director from Broadway in the audience that would insist on her going back with him and being Cinderella there. Louise's hand shut up because she just knew she had to be Cinderella in the school play. I want to be Cinderella in the school play. One at a time, girls, Mrs. Little interrupted. But I take dance lessons. Since when? Since now. Girls, tomorrow will be tryouts for the part, and then I will decide who will be Cinderella in the school play. That night after dinner, Louise told her mother, her father, Penelope, and Pee-wee that she was playing the lead role of Cinderella in the school play, and that she'd probably be going to Broadway soon. Her parents said, well, you'd be sad to see you go. Pee-wee cried. Penelope was glad and said she could even have her tube of Divine Diva lipstick as a going-away present. The next day at tryouts, Mrs. Little watched all the children sing and dance. She had to decide who was going to play the big role of Cinderella, the big role of the prince, the big role of the fairy godmother, and the big roles of the evil stepsisters. But not all roles were big. Some parts were small. For instance, the mice. Louise just knew she had to be Cinderella in the school play. She felt really sorry for Fern because she was probably going to have to be a mouse. Very soon, Mrs. Little decided. She decided that Fern would be Cinderella. Dream big! And Louise would be a mouse. I'm not speaking to you. Now Fern will sign autographs. Fern will blow kisses, and Fern will be Cinderella on Broadway. Things couldn't be worse. The Monday before the play, they all got their costumes. Fern got a frilly pink big cheese Cinderella gown. Louise got an itchy gray costume with a tail that kept falling off. At the end of the play, Fern got to say, Fairy Godmother, I've never been so happy in my entire life, and it's all thanks to you. Louise got to say, right this way, Your Royal Highness, while she held open the door of a cardboard box that was supposed to be a pumpkin carriage. By the day of the play, Louise felt like she was coming down with something.
But how can you stay home? You're the star of the show, the Divine Diva. You're going to Broadway.
Fern's the Divine Diva. I'm the stinking mouse. Louise went downstairs to tell her parents the truth. Thank goodness. You don't mind that I'm just a mouse? Her mother said. We'd miss you too much if you went to be a star on Broadway. Just before they left the house, Penelope put some Divine Diva lipstick on Louise's lips.
There, even if you aren't a diva, you can at least look like one.
Finally, the curtain was ready to go up. Louise stood a little sweaty inside the wings, but wearing the lipstick made her decide she didn't look half bad. Places, everybody!
I like your lipstick, Louise. It's pretty. Will you remember me when you go off to Broadway?
The curtain went up, Fern walked on stage, and Louise missed her friend already. The play went along smoothly. None of the scenery fell down like it kept doing at rehearsal. Louise danced around the cardboard pumpkin carriage, scheming the audience for the important director from Broadway. But all she saw was her family. They waved at her from the third row, and Louise didn't know if it was the Divine Diva lipstick, but she sang and danced better than she ever had before. Soon, it was the grand finale. Fern raised an arm to deliver her last line, looking more like a star than Louise ever could have imagined.
Fairy godmother. Fairy godmother.
The audience shifted uncomfortably. Fern looked terrified, trying hard not to let anybody see her. Louise whispered out of the side of her mouth to Fern.
I've never been so happy in my entire life. Fairy godmother, I've never been so happy in my entire life, and it's all thanks to you.
The audience cheered. The play was over. The girls took their bows. As it turned out, there was no big director from Broadway in the audience, as Louise had imagined, but her and Fern were friends once more.
Louise, you're a true friend. I never not speak to you again.
That night, Louise went home to her small room and climbed into her tiny bed.
I'm so relieved you're not going to Broadway. Not tonight anyway, Pee-wee.